Welcome back. You know what? I'm seeing all these guys reliving their youth, buying all the video games, playing video games, right? I mean, I'm sure, yeah, video games could be a hobby, right? But what I really think about video games is that I think video games is basically stopping you from hustling, right? It's just is another way from preventing you from achieving better status in life, right? If video games, if you're really passionate about video games, why don't you use it in a more productive way? Like go into career video games, go into career video games, making games, work for gaming studios, gaming artists, right? Game design, right? Use that instead of spend all your time playing the games, right? Be productive with it, right? If your dream of being a full time professional video game player, which is really a pipe dreams to think about this because the position in that field is very low, and unless you're very good at it. And I don't see, people might say that the video game industry of people watching are growing, right? But the thing is, it's not growing up to a level like the NFL, the NBA. It's not to me. I don't see it as a legitimate league, right? They're not getting paid millions of dollars like LeBron James, right? Tom Brady and all that stuff. It's not. It's not like the NFL. It's not like FIFA. It's not like Ronaldo. It's not like Messi. It's not like that, right? If it's a legitimate league like that, I say yes, right? If the college actually have a league in gaming in colleges, and there's a gaming league that's actually drafted players, sure, play all the video games you want. But at this stage of life, I don't see that happening, right? When I don't see that happening, well, all I see is just guys out there just wasting time playing video games and not using the fullest potential to achieve greatness out there, right? I understand when guys using their time playing football, basketball, because that's working on the skills so they could be drafted into an actual league, so they could monetize their skills better, right? But at the moment, the video game industry don't have an actual lead. I mean, real lead. I'm sure they have a lead, but it's not up to that. It's not up to the par of these professional league like NFL, NBA, Major League Baseball, all that stuff, right? It's just to me, it's just an excuse for them to waste time when they could channel that time to start a business, right? Start a gaming studio, right? Start a game studio. Because when you play these games, right, you're falling under the trap of this gaming studio, this corporation, right? You're buying all this stuff, making them rich when you could be the person who make all these games so you could make yourself rich, right? Designing this game yourself, coding this game yourself, right, and publish it yourself instead of instead of you consuming their products, wasting your money, your hard-earned money. Money is hard to make, right? And you're using your time freely, not making money, right? When you use your time, you can use your time in making money, right? I'm not saying money is everything in the world, but it gets you resources in life to put yourself in the better positions. That's why we need money. Money is just a tool. I know people like to say money is the root of all evil, right? Not everything's about money. Yeah, not everything's about money, but you need to go. You need a roof over your head and a place to live, right? And food to eat, right? I understand money should be not the main focus and the main drive, but we do need money to survive in this modern society. You do need money to play your games, but don't centralize your whole life around playing a video games like an RPG, which takes hundreds and hundreds of hours to accomplish and to beat and to up. To me, that's just basically a waste of time. Your time, I know when you're young, you think you have all the time in the world. But when you get to a certain age, you're gonna realize, man, I wish I could get this time back and focus on my dreams so I could be settled down when I get older. Right? I'm telling you something that you should know. Not to waste your time entirely on video games. You can always revert back to the video games, right? I mean, you could make your millions right now and then be rich when you get older, then play your video games back. I know guys, a lot of guys like this. They're already set for life, so they collect video games because they don't have the money to play the game that they want back then. Now they're set for life. They just collect video games as a hobby. right? But when you're a little kid, when you're as a child, as a young man, stop. Don't focus on this thing so much. Games will always be there. It will always be there for you. It's not going nowhere. Right? Not going to be there for you is time. You don't have that much time, right? You want to use your time wisely when you're on this earth. Use your time wisely to get as much money, to hustle as much as possible, to gain enough resources so you won't have to worry about this thing later on in your life. You gotta be motivated out there. Games is just only stopping you from hustling, right? Sure, if you have like an hour to spare from you hustling, yeah, play it for an hour, but don't play like 20 hours a day and not go out and find a job, right? You have to do something with your life. Don't spend the rest of your day playing games all day long and not seeking out a job. I know it's your day off. You can play some games, right? A few hours, like a couple hours. That's it. But use your time wisely, because you're not gonna get the time back. All right. So this is what's stopping you. I feel like video games is a setup for young men to fail in life. Right? Your life should not be centering around this stuff if you cannot monetize it. Right? As for sports, you can monetize it when you get older. You could get drafted if you're good enough into a league. I mentioned this before. But video games doesn't have this. Right? It doesn't, I mean, sure, they want to have this facade that, oh, it's a growing sport, e-sport, oh, people will start watching it. People will start watching it, but it's not to a point where network television will air it. You get what I'm trying to say? It's not to a point when it's on prime time, like the NBA Finals or the Super Bowl. You get what I'm trying to say? All these kids right now who's in this e-sport, they're still unknown. Right? They get sponsored, but they're not multi-millionaires, or are they? I'm not sure, but but in the end of the day, I think it's a waste of time, especially when you're a regular person, especially when you're not good at video games, right? If you're good at video games, that's another thing. You can monetize it and, like I said, go into this small league, right? But if you're not in video games, you're just playing video games for the heck of it and playing for like hours and hours and hours on end, it's not feasible. You get what I'm trying to say? It's not getting you in the right path. You're not hustling smart. You're hustling hard. All right. So it's a disruptors in society. Why do you think China are limiting gameplay for their kids? Right? In China right now, I think when you're a kid, they're eliminating how many hours a game that they can play, and it's restricted to weekdays and weekends and time frame and all that stuff, right? Because they can see that this gaming is not good for the society. The men are growing to be weak men. They're growing to be beta male simps. That's what it is. Do you want to be one of those guys? Do you want to be in those categories, right? I know you're young. Some guys out there, I know you're young, but you need to branch out more, right? You need to develop your communication skills, all right? Especially this game, they have a lot of hidden meanings and all these messages in there. You might be brainwashed to believe in certain things, right? Not only that, you can be brainwashed to spend all your money, price gouge, right? All these digital transactions, right? These game companies don't care for you. They don't. If they care for you, they wouldn't be publishing broken games. I know they sell broken games, right? Games that's not even completed yet, and you guys just buy it, and when you buy it, you feel like it's a waste of money. Like, why do I buy this game for? But yeah, that's what I see. I see a game as a way of stopping you from hustling. When you could just channel your energy into something more better, read a book, self-help, right? Or learn the code, whatever it is you want to do. Right? But don't spend like 20 hours a day, 40 hours a week just playing nonsense video games that does not help you at all. But, I might be missing something, but you could leave a comment below. Let me know if I missed something. But, but at my age, when I compare the stuff I played back then to the thing I play right now, and reflect on the thing I played, it doesn't serve me at all. I didn't pick up any new skills playing video games when I was younger than I am right now. It does not benefit me. I'm not monetizing any gameplay right now, right? Maybe right now you could stream, right? If you could monetize it like that and use it for streaming, I can see why when you're making millions of dollars. But are there a lot of people actually making that much money streaming games? But I don't know. Let me know. Let me know what's up. But I think games is just when you play too much, it could be a vice on you, right? You gotta know your limit, and if you're gonna do it, monetize it. But on that note, guys, if I missed something, leave something below. And as always, like, share, subscribe, and I'll come back again with another video. Peace and blessings.